Hello and welcome. My name is Carsten Lützen. I'm an Agile coach and a Scrum Master. Today I'll share something that might be trivial for some, but it has really gotten me to think how I facilitate workshop. And the idea is actually quite simple: worksheets. Normally when I facilitate something using liberating structures, I do not need that much material. Much of it will be created by the participants themselves, but from time to time, if we are going to deep dive into maybe a team goal or interviewing users or stakeholders, then some kind of worksheet can actually be pretty handy. And what I mean with a worksheet is actually just a means to an end, and that end is to make sure that people do not need their laptops or tablets. So printing A3 piece of paper, so a rather big paper, with whatever we need, so we can let the devices stay in the back and keep focus on the actual workshop. So for instance, let's imagine that we're interviewing a lot of different users of our product, and we want to figure out how are they feeling about this product. Then just a simple worksheet. It doesn't need to be super complicated. Actually, the simpler the better can be used. For instance, if we just have this, then the title of the workshop, then we can write a name, and then just a grid like this with time. So if it's a product, right, that when the user log in and then they see the account and so on, or whatever user story, that user journey that we're looking into, and then what sentiment are we picking up from the user when we interview them. So is it low, mid or high? So it can, for instance, be pain points, and then write them on sticky notes and then put them on the worksheet. Because then at the end we can use, for instance, 1, 2 for all, and take these sticky notes and put them up on a bigger flip chart with this sentiment on it, and then we can start to see patterns across the different. And I don't know about you, but at least when I listen to user interviews and pain points or what is not working, I sometimes tend to, and I know I shouldn't, to dive into solution mode. Oh, we could actually solve it by this and that. But truth be told, right, I don't know if my solution is even a good thing, but I'm still using mental brain cycles on it, so I'm not listening while I'm thinking, oh, I could actually do this. So one of the best ways for me is to then write it down and then put it in a notes column or potential solution column or whatever we call it, right? Then we have it out of the system and we can listen in again, put post-its, and then we can maybe capture all these also on the wall, but we then try to decouple the observations from the potential solutions. And just giving one of these to each participant can actually help quite a lot, and we can reuse them because we just put post-its that we then transfer onto the wall, so we can reuse it if we're doing a lot of interviews, for instance. And it's somewhat unbiased because we can't peek what have others been doing, we're just doing individually. If we're using a virtual whiteboard, we might just be interrupted by a chat message from a co-worker or a new picture on Reddit or whatever, right? In this way we can much easier keep focus on the workshop at hand. So just a simple worksheet on an A3 or A4 piece of paper, and then hand it to all the participants. It's actually pretty awesome to do it like that. So I'm hoping that you will maybe share some of the canvases you have used or your own worksheets. That would be super awesome. And then, as always, comments, questions, ideas and feedback is more than welcome. Have a super awesome day.